Hi everyone, my name is Mallory and I will be leading you through this Power Vinyasa flow. This class is going to be designed to get us moving, get our bodies ready to go. So I would recommend having a block or two. We will be moving around our mats a little bit, so if you want to place one at the top of your mat, one at the back of your mat, if you use blocks throughout your practice, I would recommend doing that now. And then when you're ready, we will get started on our backs. So you can just come to a comfortable position. You can let your legs fall long, extending out, or maybe come into a Supta Baddha Konasana by bringing the soles of your feet together into a butterfly position, allowing your hips to gently open. Really feeling your body connecting to your mat and allowing it to just sink a little bit deeper. And bring one hand to your heart and one to your belly. Starting to notice your breath. Feeling the rise and the fall as you take your inhales and exhales. Just acknowledging how you're feeling. Notice any thoughts that are running through your mind right now. And see if you can just press them to the side and focus on your breath. Seeing if you can lengthen your inhales and your exhales here. If you brought an intention with you to today's class that you'd like to use to guide you through your practice, whether that is a quote, a thought, a person, or even a mantra, begin to think about that now. If you're looking for an intention to guide you through today's practice, I offer up the intention of using this as nourishment. Nourishing your mind, your body, and your spirit. We live in such a busy world that so little of the time do we really take time to slow down, listening to what our body, what our minds are really telling us, and really taking the time to nourish ourselves. So see if you can use this practice to nourish your mind, your body, whatever that means to you. And we'll begin our practice with 3 community breaths. Exhale out all the stale air in your belly, open mouth release. Deep, full belly inhale. Open mouth exhale. Deep inhale. Open mouth, let it go. One last full, deep inhale. Feel your belly rise, chest and lungs expand. Open mouth, let it go. Seal your lips as you inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Creating a slight constriction in the back of your throat, activating your Ujjayi pranayama, the breath of fire. Can be used to build internal heat in your body. Try to focus on this breath here and see if you can continue to use it throughout your practice as a guide. When you find your mind straying, start to come back to your breath. Think about where is my breath right now and how can I get back to my pranayama. Keeping those thoughts in mind, take a full body stretch. Really point through your toes, reach through your fingertips, press your shoulders into your mat, shaking your head side to side. Eventually drawing your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice tight squeeze. Thanking yourself for showing up onto your mat. Beginning to rock your knees side to side, massaging out your lower spine. Maybe holding it in one spot, that feels good. Bringing yourself into a gentle, happy baby to start. Hands can come to the outsides of your feet, maybe the insides as you press your heels up towards the ceiling. You can always bring your hands behind your knees. This is pretty early for our hips and our hamstrings, so don't press it if it doesn't feel good. So allow your body to naturally open here. Slowly release your grip, pressing your heels up towards the ceiling for imaginary legs up the wall. Taking some movement through your feet, point and flex your toes. Let the blood flow return back down to your core. Bringing your hands behind your back, interlacing your fingertips, spreading your shoulders and your elbows out wide. Straight lines through both elbows. Drawing your low belly up and in. Flexing through your feet, lifting your shoulders slightly above your mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower your right heel and hover. Press your right heel to the top of your mat, still flexing through your left foot. If you want a little bit more core activation, lift your gaze up towards your right toes. Still keep your elbows nice and wide. Inhale, draw your right leg up. Exhale, lower your left heel. Press your left heel to the top of your mat. Maybe lift your gaze a little bit more. Keep your elbows wide. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, lower right. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, lower left. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, lower right. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, lower left. Continue flowing this on your own, one breath to one movement. Really using a full inhale and a full exhale to lift and lower your heels. Keep your elbows wide, keep your low belly drawing up and in. Pressing through your heels, feel the activation. Beginning to activate our Uddiyana Bandha, our core lock. Start to notice how this is feeling. And really try to see if you can keep this feeling in your core throughout your practice. A lot of the times we're forgetting to engage. Take one more full round. And we'll meet with legs up the wall. Bring your hands behind your thighs. Begin to rock and roll the length of your spine. From the base of your tailbone all the way to the tip of your head. Take a couple of rocks and rolls here. Maybe slow down the movement a little bit. Really feel each part of your spine connecting with your mat and find the control. Take one more roll and we'll meet in a tabletop. Crossing your ankles over one another and stepping back. Pressing your shoulders over your wrist, hips over your knees. Inhale, right arm reaches up nice and tall, stacking your shoulders. Exhale, thread the needle, right shoulder hovers above your mat, taking movement right away. Inhale to reach. Exhale to thread and hover. Inhale, reach. Exhale to thread. Inhale to reach. Exhale to thread. One more. Inhale, reach. Exhale to thread. Inhale, reach. Exhale to tabletop. Rock your hips side to side. And taking that on the left. Inhale, left arm reaches up nice and tall. Stack your shoulders. Exhale to thread and hover. Inhale to reach. Exhale, thread and hover. Inhale, reach. Exhale, thread and hover. Two more. Inhale to reach. Exhale, thread and hover. Last one, inhale to reach. Exhale, thread and hover. Inhale to reach, and exhale, tabletop. From your tabletop, moving into cat and cows right away. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, cow, pull your heart forward. Exhale, cat, press your mat away, rounding through your spine. Inhale, cow, lengthen as you lift. Exhale, cat, press the mat away, gaze comes towards your navel. Inhale, cow. Exhale to cat. Continue flowing this one breath to one movement. And then add in any organic movement that feels good to your body here. So if you want to take some hip circles by bringing your right hip back towards your right heel, and then over to the left, figure eights, really rounding out through your spine, taking movement. Anything that feels good here. You can flow back and forth from child's pose to tabletop, giving your body these next few moments and whatever else it's asking for. Take about 2 more rounds of cat and cow. We'll all meet back in a tabletop together. From your tabletop, tuck your toes underneath, hovering your knees about 1 to 2 inches from your mat. From here, press down into your palms. Really press down into your pointer finger and thumb, spreading out the space in between your shoulder blades. Low belly's drawing up and in. Right knee comes to right elbow, step back. Left knee to left elbow, step back. Right knee, right elbow, step back. Left knee, left elbow, step back. Last round, right knee, right elbow, step back. Left knee, left elbow, step back. Bring your hands 1 palm print forward and lift up into downward facing dog. Pedaling out through your feet, lifting one heel and the other, letting your hamstrings warm up. And find some stillness in your down dog. Really press down into your fingertips, drawing your biceps next to your heels, your ears, heels reaching up nice and tall and down towards the back of your mat. Breathing. Inhale to come forward, high plank. Stack your shoulders over your wrist, heels reaching to the back of the room. Option to drop to your knees here. Really press down into your hands. Once again, spreading out that space in between your shoulder blades. Slowly as you can, lower all the way down to your belly. Keep your elbows tucked into your ribcage as if they're glued. Inhale, baby cobra, lift your heart and lift your chest. Really pull your elbows to the back of the room, pressing into your toenails. Slowly lower down. Inhale, baby cobra, lift your heart and lift your chest. Little to no weight in your hands. Press up to high plank, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale, travel top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms rise nice and tall, Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment to press your thumbs in between your heart space, grounding through your feet, making sure you're using a steady breath. Inhale, arms rise, Tadasana. Exhale to chair pose, really pressing down through your heels, giving your toes a nice wiggle. And lowering down a little bit more, biceps coming up next to your ears. You can always pull your hands to heart center. Continue to breathe. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, step back to plank. Take an inhale here, option to drop to your knees. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to press up, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Pull your heart forward, shoulders back. Down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale to travel. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms rise Tadasana. Exhale to chair. Take an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Option to drop to your knees. Take an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. High plank. Down dog. Inhale, come forward to high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Exhale to travel. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise Tadasana. Exhale to chair. Take an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. High plank. Down dog. Inhale, come forward to high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Flowing through Vinyasa and meeting in a down dog. From your down dog, take a full deep belly inhale. Open mouth, let it go. Inhale, right leg rises, three-legged dog. Taking movement to open up your hip. You can always roll out through your ankle. Open and close a few times, whatever feels good. And come back to a three-legged down dog. Really square your right hip down, reaching back with your right toes. Take an inhale. Exhale, low lunge, right foot steps in between your hands. Drop your left knee down, Anjaneyasana. You can bend in and out of your knee a few times. And then reach up tall with your fingertips. Inhale to lengthen through your hands. Exhale, right arm sweeps back for a twist. You can bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee, reaching back with your right hand. Breathe. Really press the top of your left foot into your mat. Coming back to Anjaneyasana. Reaching up nice and tall. Left toes tug underneath. Take an inhale. Exhale to airplane lunge. Crown of your head reaches forward as your pinkies pull back towards one another. Hovering right above your right thigh, almost touching but not quite. Keep bending into your right knee. Inhale to Anjaneyasana, bend back into your left knee. See if you can hover it above your mat. Airplane lunge. Crown of your head reaches forward, pinkies back. Really active biceps and triceps. Anjaneyasana. Airplane lunge. Anjaneyasana. Airplane lunge. From your airplane lunge, coming into a one-legged Tadasana, grounded to your right foot, left knee draws in towards your chest. You can take a couple steps to get there or just go in one. Once you get to your one-legged Tadasana, adjust your hips as needed. Flexing through your left foot. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, open arm twist. Left arm sweeps to the back of the room, bringing your right hand to the outer edge of your left knee. Pulling your left knee in as you reach back with your left hand. Coming back to one-legged Tadasana. Take an inhale. Exhale, right arm sweeps back for a twist. Softening through your right shoulder, reach through your left fingertips. Finding your balance as you take an inhale. Exhale, left foot steps back for a revolved crescent. You can adjust as needed once you land. Softening through the right shoulder, pressing back with your left heel. Come back to a crescent. Bend in under knee a few times. First time we're here in crescent, so really just extend through your fingertips, bending into your right knee. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands from your right foot. Step back to plank and flow through a vinyasa. Meeting in a down dog. Inhale, left leg comes high, open up your hip. Take movement on this side. And stacking through your hips, opening up, maybe rolling out through your ankle. Coming back to a three-legged down dog, square your left hip down. Take an inhale. Exhale to low lunge. Vinyasa, drop your right knee down. Squaring your hips off. Reach up nice and tall. And inhale. Exhale, left arm sweeps back for a twist. Bringing the right hand to the outer edge of your left knee. Reaching back with your left hand. Coming back to Anjaneyasana. Tuck your right toes underneath. Airplane lunge. Reaching the crown of your head forward, pinkies back. Hovering right above your left thigh. Inhale to Anjaneyasana, bend and hover. Exhale to airplane lunge. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, airplane lunge. One more time. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Airplane lunge. One-legged Tadasana. Draw your right knee into your chest. And square your hip off. Take an inhale. Exhale, right arm sweeps back for a twist. Bringing the outer edge of your knee in with your left hand. Reaching back through your right fingertips. Coming back to a one-legged Tadasana. Take an inhale. Exhale, left arm sweeps back for a twist. Really ground through your left foot. Find your stability. Stepping back. Revolved crescent. Bending into your knees. Reaching back with your left hand. Crescent warrior. Both toes pointing forward, back heel is lifted. Hands from your left foot. Step back to plank and flow through a vinyasa. Meeting in a downward facing dog. We're going to take a version of that flow, but a little bit different. One breath, one movement. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, low lunge. Anjaneyasana, drop your left knee down and tuck your toes. Reach up tall, take an inhale. Exhale, right arm sweeps back for a twist. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, tuck your left toes underneath. Airplane lunge. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, hover your left knee. Exhale, airplane lunge. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale to airplane. Grounding through your right foot. Reach your fingertips back. Imagine up dog in the air. So you want a slight slope in your spine, natural curve. Keeping your heart lifted, pointing through your left toes. Slowly come to a one-legged Tadasana. Draw your left knee into your chest. Take an inhale. Open arm twist on your exhale to the left. Inhale to one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, right arm sweeps back. Take an inhale. Exhale, left foot steps back, revolved crescent. Crescent warrior, both toes point forward, back heel is lifted. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands from your right foot. Step back to plank and flow through a vinyasa. We'll take that on the left side and we'll take a quick break. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, low lunge. Drop your right knee down. Inhale to Anjaneyasana. Exhale, left arm sweeps back. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, airplane lunge. Reach your crown of your head forward, fingers back. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, airplane lunge. Inhale to Anjaneyasana. Exhale to airplane. Ground into your left foot. Reach your fingertips back as you keep your heart lifted. Seeing if you can maybe reach your right toes up a little bit further. So keeping a micro bend in your left knee. Coming into a one-legged Tadasana. Draw your right knee into your chest, reach tall, take an inhale. Exhale, open up, twist, right arm sweeps back. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, left arm sweeps back. Take an inhale here. Exhale, right foot steps back for revolt, crescent. Reach back with your left fingertips. Crescent warrior, reach forward, take an inhale. Exhale, hands from your left foot, step back to plank and flow through Vinyasa. Once you come to your down dog, you can take a moment to towel off, grab a quick sip of water. If you want to come to a child's pose, just to quickly reconnect to your breath, you can do that as well. Start to remember what brought you to class today and why you showed up on your mat. We'll meet back in a downward facing dog. From your down dog, press into your fingertips, reach your hips up high. Take a full deep belly inhale. Open mouth, let it go. Reconnecting to your Ujjayi pranayama. Inhale, right leg comes high, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forward. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale to low lunge. Inhale, rise up, crescent warrior. We've been here already. Inhale to reach forward, hovering right above your right thigh, reaching through your fingertips, pressing back with your left heel. Inhale to crescent warrior, reach up. Exhale, reach forward like you're holding a beach ball, really active arms. Inhale, crescent, reach up. Exhale, reach forward. Take an inhale here. Exhale to warrior three. Left heel reaches up and back. You can keep your hands reaching forward or draw them to heart center. Trying to create a capital letter T with your body. Focus on your balance, finding your drishti, a focal point to focus on that's not moving to help you with your balance. Slowly coming to a one-legged Tadasana, bending into your right knee, drawing your left knee into your chest. Hands can come to heart center or to your hips. Inhale to open your left hip, squaring it off, flexing through your left foot. Exhale to close. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. Inhale to open and hold, still pressing through your right heel. Stepping back, warrior two. Bend into your right knee as you pull your left foot back. And then you can take some movement, bending in and on your front knee a few times. Then really reach out through both fingertips, bending into your right knee. Extended side angle. Right hand comes to the inside of your calf, your ankle or block, reaching up tall with your left hand. Using your right elbow to press your knee open a little bit more. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Right leg stays the same as you reach up and back with your right hand. Opening up through your right side body. 5-pointed star, heels in, toes out, reach up nice and tall. Warrior two, back with your mat. Take that bending motion in and out of your front knee a few times. And then once your hips feel good, come to stillness. Reaching through all 10 fingertips. Inhale, flip your front front palm, reverse your warrior, reach up and back. Grounded twist. Right hand to the inside of your left foot, reaching up with your left hand. Really pressing back through your right heel, trying to stack your shoulders on top of one another. Take an inhale and exhale, working your way into side plank. Come into the outer edge of your right foot and right hand. You can always drop your left knee down here for support, or stagger your feet. Pulling your hips and your fingers high up towards the ceiling. Taking any variations you wish. This is the longest time we'll be here on this side. Inhale to reach a little higher. Exhale to high plank and flow through a vinyasa. From your down dog, inhale, left leg comes high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale to low lunge. Inhale to rise up, crescent warrior. Exhale to reach forward. Hovering right above your left knee, reaching through your fingertips. Really active arms. Imagine once again like you're holding that beach ball. Inhale to crescent. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, crescent, reach tall. Exhale to reach forward. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, reach forward and hold. Warrior three. Grounding through your left foot. Reaching back through your right heel. You can keep your hands at heart center for stability, or reaching them forward. Finding your balance. Slowly coming to a one-legged Tadasana. Draw your right knee into your chest. Keep your right foot flexed. Keeping your hands at heart center, you can bring your hands to your hips. Inhale to open your right hip and hold. Really press through all four corners of your left foot. Inhale, back to center. Open your hip. Close your hip. Open and hold. Stepping back to warrior two, bend into your left knee. Right foot comes to your mat. Adjust once you land. Side angle. Left hand to the inside of your left ankle, calf, or it can come to a block. Reaching up tall through your right fingertips, opening your heart and your chest a little bit more. Inhale to reverse your warrior. 5-pointed star, heels in, toes out. Warrior two, front of your mat. Inhale to reverse your warrior, reach up and back. Grounded twist. Left hand to the inside of your right foot, reach up through your right fingertips, pulling your right hip in. Take an inhale. Exhale to side plank. Grounding through your left hand, the outer edge of your left foot. Pull your right hips up as you reach through your right fingertips. Come through a high plank and flow through your vinyasa. We'll flow through a version of that one breath to one movement. Inhale, right leg comes high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg comes high. Exhale to low lunge. Inhale to rise, crescent warrior. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, reach forward. Take an inhale. Exhale to warrior three. Finding your balance before we get to moving. One-legged Tadasana. Draw your left knee into your chest. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. Inhale to open and hold. Step back, warrior two. Side angle or extended side angle, reaching up with your left hand. Reverse your warrior, reach up and back. 5-pointed star. Warrior 2, back of your mat. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Exhale to half moon. Left hand comes to a block or to your mat. Grounding through your left foot. Eventually opening up through your right hip. Stacking your shoulders. Letting your body expand, take up space. See if you can square your right hip off a little bit more. Just here for a couple more breaths. Slowly step back, warrior 2. Inhale, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Exhale, low lunge, hands frame your left foot. Step back to plank and flow through a Vinyasa. Option, keep your left leg lifted. From your down dog, inhale, left leg comes high. Exhale, move to nose. Inhale, left leg comes high. Exhale to low lunge. Inhale, rise up crescent. Exhale to reach forward. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, reach forward and hold. Warrior 3, grounding through your left foot. Hands can come to heart center or reach forward. Finding your balance. One-legged Tadasana, draw your right knee into your chest. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. Inhale to open and hold. Step back, warrior 2. Side angle or extended side angle, reach up through your right fingertips. Reverse your warrior. 5-pointed star. Warrior 2, top of mat. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Exhale to half moon. Grounding into your right foot, right hand comes to your mat or to a block. Making the connection, finding your stability, and then opening up through your left hip and your left hand. Letting your body breathe. Take up space, expand. Seeing if you can lengthen through your limbs just a little bit more. Slowly step back, warrior 2, left foot comes to your mat. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Exhale, low lunge, hands frame your right foot. Step back to plank and flow through a Vinyasa. Option to keep your right leg lifted. From your down dog, take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale to low lunge. One-legged Tadasana, left knee draws in towards your chest. You can take a couple steps to get there, or maybe just take your time using your right foot as balance and meeting in a one-legged Tadasana. Figure 4, left ankle crosses over your right knee. You can stay here, or maybe sitting back like you're in a chair. Wherever you are, keep your left foot flexed to protect your kneecap. Maybe as you feel a little bit warmer, you begin to bend into your right knee a little bit more, sitting back a little bit further. You can always bring your hands down to a block or to the earth. Wherever you are, slowly come out of your figure 4. And back to one-legged Tadasana. Take an inhale. Exhale, step back to crescent. Both toes pointed forward, back heels lifted. Open up, warrior 2. High triangle, both palms come to touch, straighten through your right leg. Warrior 2. High triangle. Warrior 2. Straighten through your front leg, coming into triangle pose. Pull your left hip back as you reach your right hand forward. Eventually lowering down once you find as much length as you can through your spine. You can always bring your right hand down to a block. Pressing through all four corners of your feet equally. From your triangle coming into pyramid, taking a micro bend in your right knee. Left foot is going to come about 6 inches forward. Your left toes are going to point up to the left corner of your mat. Keep a nice long line through your spine. You can always bring your hands to blocks here. Wherever you are, really pull your right hip in. Keep your spine nice and long. If you feel good here, then you can begin to slowly bring your head down. If this is uncomfortable for you, you can bring the outer edge of your right foot a little bit closer to the outer edge of your mat. I always encourage blocks in this pose. You want to take it just a little bit further, get more of a hamstring over, you can begin to reach your right toes up towards the ceiling. Coming into standing splits, bending into your right knee, left toes come up. Head and neck are heavy, reaching the front of your head down towards the earth. Coming into a one-legged Tadasana, drawing your left knee into your chest. Holding here, coming into eagle. So bring your arms out to a T, left ankle crosses over your right calf. You can kickstand it on the ground, or you can wrap it around. Right elbow comes underneath your left, palms to touch. If this is difficult to make this connection, just give yourself a nice big hug, reaching for your shoulders. You'll still get the shoulder opening benefits. Once your palms have made the connection, pull everything in towards your midline. So squeeze really tightly together. And you can stay here. This feels good. Or you can lower down like you're in a chair just a little bit. Wherever you are, press your forearms forward, reach your elbows up. Thumbs are pointing towards your face. Everything is squeezing into your center. Slowly release your left leg down to the ground and release your hands. Give yourself a nice shake. Inhale, arms rise to Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank and flow through a Vinyasa or come to a down dog. Inhale, left leg comes high, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Left foot steps in between your hands. One-legged Tadasana, draw your right knee into your chest. Figure four, right ankle crosses over your left knee. You can stay here or begin to sit down like you're in a chair. Knowing that this side can be completely different than the other, and that's okay. Meeting your body where it is. Be bending into your left knee a little bit more, bringing your hands down to a block or to the earth. Whatever feels good on this side. Slowly come back to the one-legged Tadasana. Draw your right knee into your chest. Step back to crescent. Open up warrior two. High triangle, palms to touch straight through your left leg. Warrior two. High triangle. Warrior two, triangle pose straight through your left leg, right hip pulls back, Reaching through your left fingertips as far as you can, and then lower your left hand down. Bringing your left hand to a block or to the earth. Seeing if you can square your right hip and your right shoulder off just a little bit more. Focusing on your breath. Coming into pyramid, take a micro bend in your left knee. Right foot is going to come about 6 inches forward. Right toe is pointing up towards the right corner of your mat. Keep a nice long line through your spine. Once again, you can bring your hands down to blocks. Keep your spine nice and long. You can stay here. If you feel like your spine is nice and straight, then you can begin to bring your head down towards your shin. Allowing the crown of your head to come down towards the earth. Still staying active in both legs, pulling your left hip in towards your midline. If this is an easily accessible pose for you and you want to take it a little bit further, you can reach your left toes up towards your nose. Standing splits, both hands come down to your mat or 2 blocks. Right toes come up. Head and neck are heavy. And slowly come to a one-legged Tadasana, drawing your right knee into your chest. From your one-legged Tadasana, begin to cross your right ankle behind your left calf or kickstand on the ground, coming into eagle on this side. Arms come out to a T. Left elbow underneath your right, palms to touch. Once again, you can give yourself a nice big hug if the grip isn't accessible for you today. Taking whatever leg variation works, and then pull everything, squeeze everything into your midline. Pressing your forearms out, elbows reach up. And maybe sink a little bit lower. This pose can be very challenging because our drishti is blocked. We can't see anything. So it's a great place to really think about your attention, focusing on your breath. You can stay here, or you can inhale to reach your hands up a little bit higher, or exhale, knee to elbows. Inhale to reach, exhale, knee to elbows. Inhale to reach, exhale, knee to elbows. Wherever you are, slowly begin to unwind your legs first. And then your hands. Give yourself a nice shake, shake it off. Inhale, arms rise to Tadasana. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank, flow through your final vinyasa. And we'll meet in a downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg comes high. Open up your hip. Coming into pigeon, right knee to your right wrist. Pulling your shin through. Untuck your left toes. You can come into supine pigeon if you prefer that. Pressing down into your palms. Inhale to take a baby back bend. And then exhale to crawl yourself down. You can always bring your forearms, your forehead, or the outer edge of your right hip to a block here. Using this pose to reset. Acknowledging all the hard work you put in from today's class. Maybe taking some open mouth exhales here to release some heat. If you're looking for a quad stretch here, you can bend into your left knee and reach back with your left hand. Or you can stay in your sleeping pigeon a little bit longer. Wherever you are, slowly begin to exit out of your pigeon variation. Tucking left toes underneath. Right leg opens up. Take any counter movements you need here. If you want to flip your dog, you can do that. Maybe just open and close your hip a few times. Taking pigeon on the other side. Inhale, left leg comes high. Open up your hip. Draw your left knee to your left wrist. Top of your right toes come to your mat. Inhale to lift your heart, lift your chest. And exhale to crawl yourself down. Using blocks wherever is needed. Bringing your forehead down. And release any tension that you're still holding on to. In your forehead, in your jaw, maybe in your hip. If you want to take quad stretch on the right side, you can bend into your right knee and reach back. Or you can stay in your sleeping pigeon a little bit longer. Wherever you are, slowly begin to exit out of your pigeon. Tuck your right toes underneath, opening up through your left hip. Take any counter movements. If you want to flip your dog, you can do that, or take wild thing. And we will eventually be meeting on our back, so take your time. Once you're on your back, draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice tight squeeze. And let your legs fall over to the left for a gentle supine twist, knees stacking on top of one another. Arms can come out to a T or goalpost arms. Gazing up towards the ceiling or over your right shoulder. You can always bring your left hand to the outside of your right knee to deepen the twist. See if you can return to a steady breath. Draw your knees back through center and allow them to fall over to the right. Stacking on top of one another, arm option of your choice, and gazing where it's comfortable. slowly begin to unwind and bring yourself into a happy baby. Bring your hands to the outsides or insides of your feet, and notice how this feels different than how it did in the beginning of class. And when you're in your happy baby, pull your elbows down towards your earth and press through your heels. Feel the engagement in your inner thighs, your hamstrings. Still press your lower back into your mat. And you can stay here, maybe gently sway side to side, straightening through one leg, the other. Taking any last movements. If you'd like to take anything else you need to close out your practice, whether that is a shoulder stand, legs up the wall, maybe a bridge. You can take that now. Have about 4 more rounds of breath. If you want to come into early Shavasana, you're more than welcome to. Finishing up where you are, drawing your knees into your chest. Give yourself one last big squeeze and slowly release to Shavasana. Letting your feet fall open, palms facing up towards the ceiling. Give your jaw a nice wiggle, releasing the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Take a full deep belly inhale. Open mouth, let it go. Taking these next few moments for yourself to reset, to acknowledge all the hard work you put in today. Starting to bring some awareness back to your breath. And back into your body. Starting with small movements in the fingers, toes, wrists and ankles. Eventually taking a full body stretch, pointing through your toes, reaching back through your fingertips. Rocking your head side to side, and you can stay here or roll to one side for a brief moment in fetal position, using your arm as a pillow. Taking this time to thank yourself for showing up onto your mat today, dedicating time to yourself, to your practice. Allowing time for nourishment. Slowly press yourself up into a seated position at the top of your mat, keeping your eyes gently closed. Palms coming to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Closing out our practice with one final community breath. Exhale out all the stale air in your belly, open off, release. Deepest inhale of your day. Open mouth, let it go. Option to draw your thumbs to your third eye center if you so choose. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with myself. The light you need honors the light inside of each and every one of you. Namaste.